Good Tuesday evening. I hope you had a wonderful day. We are in Ephesians 4. And Lord just gave this to me a minute ago, switched everything that was in my heart and mind. And I can recall something I heard on the radio earlier today. A person said, children learn what adults live. Pretty much what we live out in front of them, right? More is caught than what is taught, right? We know that. But I have to ask you, do you have any type of anger or grudge or issue against someone this evening? And the reason why I ask you this is, have you ever been to a homegoing service or a homegoing celebration service or even a funeral, and you look in the cover and the program and you might hear different terms describing a person's birth date and their birth date into eternity? Well, I don't know if you ever have seen this. Just thought about it. What about when you have seen the dates and they have the words sunrise and sunset? Yeah, you've heard that. I don't know who started that. But I mean, it's true. You know, you rise into life, right? You come into being, right? It's a happy time, right? Everybody loves when it's sunshine. And then, you know, it's sad, right? The closing of the day. And we know in the Bible, our life is compared to day and night, right? In John 9:4, I must work at the work of him who have sent me while it is day. For when night cometh, right? It's the end of life. No man can work. Well, I want to center on one or two scriptures in Ephesians 4 dealing with anger or our emotions and how our children are picking up on this intense rage. I mean, we're talking about second grade, first grade, where they're snapping, and I mean, they're going from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds. And like, my goodness, your blood pressure, and you know, what are you going to do, you know, when you're older, and how, you know, just all these feelings of angst. All right. Keep that in mind as far as the picture and the cover of a homegoing celebration cover. Verse 26, be ye angry. Okay, right? Paul is saying, yeah, it's normal to have those emotions of disappointment and when someone upsets you. Yeah, be ye angry, but what? Sin not. And then he goes on to say, let not the sun go down. Let not the sun set upon wrath. So what Lord just said, let's get it worked out. Whatever is the issue that we might have an issue against someone, a misunderstanding, if someone has made you angry, it is incumbent on us as believers of Christ to model conflict resolution. Amen. To be able to extend a hand of forgiveness and say, man, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Or to go to a person, and if you know that they're wound up tight and angry, be like, what, is there something that I've done? Right? Because you don't want to be that person where you hear such and so, oh, passed away. Such and so, oh, man, died this morning. Or, oh, such and so, yeah, this evening they went on. And you had that alt and you didn't get that taken care of. You let the sun set, or you let the sun go down on wrath. Now, we always talk about the sun setting in that very day, but I'm talking about the sunset of life. So you don't want to be that person where, you know, there's a funeral and you want to hop in someone's casket and you're crying and you're like, oh, mama, I wish I did. No, they can't hear you. So how do we deal with this anger that is within us? It's pretty much in verse 29 through 32, right? Let no corrupt communication come out of our mouth, but only that which is, edifying. Speak the truth in love. And that's in this chapter 2, right? But let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and arguing and evil speaking be put away from us. And that's in verse 31. But instead, let us be kind-hearted, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as Christ forgave us when we acted crazy, right? That's called the grace of God. We don't deserve it. It's a gift, but all of us need it. Yeah. So let's extend that grace. Let's follow this, and let not the sun set down on anyone that we know, that we can have a chance to forgive them. I hope you have a good evening in the fullness of the Lord.